What's going on, everyone? We are back with another video, and we are here for my most excited rebuild. We are rebuilding the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons are a team who have kind of just been mediocre for I don't know how long, however long since they got Reggie Jackson as their point guard. We've basically just been mediocre. We haven't had a guy who can really lead us to a playoff series win, or a deep playoff run. We've had guys like Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin, who, when healthy, would be really, really nice. But the thing is, he's not always healthy, and he's very rarely healthy. The one season that he was healthy 2 seasons ago, he put up ridiculous numbers. I mean, if we look at here, it's arguably his best season ever. Just how he's developed his 3-point shot. His playmaking is really good. Still gets those boards, and it was fantastic that season. This year, everything took a hit. With those injuries. D Rose obviously very, very, very nice for the team. But again, outside of those two guys, we had Andre Drummond, but Andre Drummond's style of play isn't going to lead to a championship. It's not. If he's going to be a third option on the team, like, you're not doing it right. If he's second, third option on the team, which before they had D Rose, Blake Griffin, he was the second option on the team. So you can't have that on a championship contender. But it looks like they're finally going somewhere to where they're rebuilding. I mean, as far as people who are going to be staying on this team, Killian Hayes, Sekou Doumbouya. And besides that, I mean, you got this Musa guy they traded for. Not great. Oh my gosh. But, yeah, that's what the team's looking like. Honestly, the direction with this team, I want to tank. This is going to be at least a 2-year rebuild, possibly 3. But as you guys know, we can abuse the G League in 2K, which is what we're going to do. Before all else, I mean, Blake Griffin has 1 year left on his contract. And then he has a player option? Yeah. So he has 1 year and then player option. D Rose, this is the last season. I'm good trading him to a contender. As much as I love D Rose, him coming to the team was literally like the most exciting free agent signing that I've seen in Detroit for a long time. But besides that, it's just a bunch of role players. And not great role players either. So what we're going to do, before we do anything, I'm going to send Killian Hayes to the G League. And I'm going to send Sekou Doumbouya to the G League. Hopefully by next season, there'll be like 80 overalls, something like that. And we'll really be able to help the team at that point. Blake Griffin, I do want to see if we can get off of his contract. And I'm just honestly willing to trade for anything. Obviously not Kevin Love, because that's not what we want. We don't want to be paying someone longer than that. Goran Dragic, no. Gordon Hayward, no. Mike Conley, no. But he'll no. We got some 1-year deals. The thing is, I don't want Blake Griffin to accept his player option, which I think he will, because I think at this point he knows he's not worth that kind of money. I mean, I think he is worth that money. If the season 2 years ago, he could consistently stay healthy and do that. So I'm fine taking anything. Victor Oladipo would be nice. And then if we had his bird rights, that'd actually be really cool. But I don't think I'm going to do that. This, I think, might be a move. Get a first-round pick. We have him for 2 seasons, though. I don't want that. I think I'm going to go with the Alec Burks and Alfred Payton, both 1-year deals. Wayne Ellington, I really do not care about. I mean, we're just getting off of a contract, really. We're not really getting anything in return, but, getting rid of that contract's huge. Now let's see what we can do with D Rose. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep D Rose for now. I'm fine keeping him on the team. Kind of just going to be our guy, I guess, for now. Who do I want? Musa. I need Musa playing a lot of minutes. Or can I also send him to the G League? Can I send Musa to the G League? Okay, I can send him for a little bit, but because we have this 2-way player, I think we're going to have to bring him back up at some point. which is fine. Him or Killian Hayes, I don't know which one. Probably him, just because Killian Hayes we have for 4 years, so I want him to develop really nicely. Same with Sekou. And then Musa we only have for 2 seasons, so we'll just bring him up and maybe he becomes a good role player. But for this year, we're tanking. When we get to the trade deadline, that's when I'm gonna trade D-Rose. I'll trade him to a contender, and we'll see what we can get for him then. All right, we're gonna bring in Zubac. We're gonna trade Derrick Rose to the Clippers. We get a 2nd round pick also, but Zubac is just gonna be, you know, a cheap guy for 3 years. 79 overall, might progress a little bit more. But at the end of the day, it's just gonna be a nice backup center, and we won't have to worry about that later on. I think I'm gonna go with James Johnson though. Just a guy who, I mean, we get a 2nd round pick, and we get off of a, you know, kind of expensive contract. Only 7 mil. I think I like that more than Mason Plumlee, since we already have our backup point guard. Or backup center, sorry, not backup point guard. And I don't see anything else that I love. Norman Powell. I mean, we might not have him after the season anyway, because he does have a player option. He'll probably want more. So I think we're gonna go with the Rondo trade. We get a 2nd round pick. So team, I believe, is set. Absolute garbage. We're 15 and 41. We're definitely gonna have, you know, a high draft pick. Simulate the rest of the season and see how we finish. All right, we finished the season 20 and 62. Probably the worst team in the league, if I would have to say so. I don't know how well D Rose did because he's not on the team anymore. But as far as shooting percentages, Zubac overall. Again, we didn't have him for the entire season, so I don't actually know how well he did. So stats don't really matter, but we're just going to simulate through this. We got the draft lottery here, and we have the first odds. And hopefully, I want top 3 at least. And we fall to number 5, classic 2K. I think BJ Boston is our guy. It's a position in need, really. It's either Greg Brown or BJ Boston, and BJ Boston looks like his potential is going to be crazy good. So we're gonna we have small forwards. We have small forwards, and Sekou and Boya can actually play power forward too, which means we don't necessarily have our small forward. And I know how Kuminga develops. That's a safe bet. Okay, I want to test all these players. So we're gonna go with BJ Boston. This might be a reach. He went to Kentucky. Kentucky has great talent coming out of it. 71 overall, I'm willing to accept, send him to the G League, and again, he'll be a fantastic backup player, especially for how cheap he's going to be. Team player options, accept. Okafor declined. He'll probably, I mean, 2 mil, he'll probably get more than that. And yeah, at this point, I don't want Rodney McGruder. We should have a lot of money. It's a backup. Dennis Schroeder, I always love him. Let's sign him for 4 years, man. 4-year contract. Then Schroeder signed. Giannis signed with the Spurs, unfortunately. But that's fine. Duncan Robinson, come back to Michigan. You know, he played at Michigan. You might want to come back. And he signed, which is fantastic. And I think that's it for free agency. I think that was a really good, very successful free agency. Player progression, Killian Hayes. I mean, I told you guys, 85. Demboya, 80 overall. What's that Musa guy? And he's up to a 77, which is going to be a fantastic backup small forward for now. Carmelo regresses, but he's going to become a small forward. And honestly, I'll probably trade him now. It looks like we have a solid young core. We got BJ Boston too, who I'll probably send to the G League this year. Training camps. We're going to hit up that potential as much as we can. Let's see what the lineup's going to look like. Killian Hayes, BJ Boston, Musa, Sekou, and Zubac. Again, a nice young core, not ready to compete yet. Schroeder. Duncan Robinson is going to be our backup small forward, I think. Ooh, Saddiq Bey will be nice. But Saddiq Bey, I think I can send to the G League for him to become a great player. So I think I want to send BJ Boston and Saddiq Bey at least to the G League. So we're going to assign you to G League. Where's that other guy, Saddiq Bey? He's 22 already, but we have him for a few years, so that's fine. And then I want to see if we can sign another player, or put another player to G League. We can't. Sekou, and then Zubac, then off the bench, Schroeder, Draymond Green, Isaiah Stewart, right? Yes. JaVale McGee, and then I Probably want to give Svi some minutes. We're going to take away JaVale's minutes. Do we have any young players? Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to give these guys minutes. Isaiah Stewart is young too, though. Draymond Green doesn't really need minutes. We actually have a ridiculous amount of centers on the roster, and I didn't realize, so we actually don't need all these players. So hopefully one of these centers develops kind of nicely, and then we can trade them next season. Again, we're not competing this season. We are just developing, and then next year is probably the year where I'm going to try and actually make the playoffs. All right, so we're at the end of the season, and we actually did pretty well for what I thought we were going to be. We ended up 37-45 again. I thought we were going to be like a bottom 5 team again. Killian Hayes wins Rookie of the Year. I mean, obviously, because, you know, he did spend a year in the G League and developed really nicely, as you can see by his shooting percentages. We missed it by 3 games. Okay, so wow, that's actually... Next year, we're definitely competing. Okay, and maybe not for a championship, but definitely for a playoff spot. Dennis Schroeder actually led the team at 20 points. Killian Hayes at 19. Zubac at 14. Then Musa at 13. Very nice. He's a 78 overall already, so that's fantastic. Killian Hayes is up to an 86. You know they're going to develop, you know, 1, 2 overall points once we get to the progression. Rebounds, Zubac did really nice. Assists, Killian Hayes did his thing. And no other playmaking, really. Okay, that's a little... worrisome. Seku's up to an 82. That's actually really good. People are developing very, very fast, and I love it. 9th pick. Might get someone decent. Not sure. Did anybody drop? Moses Moody. Predicted like a Tony Allen. That dude. Latrell Sprewell. Ceiling is really good for this guy. Small forward, again, just throw him into the G League, see what happens. Oh my gosh, ceiling is Hall of Fame. Caleb Houston. I don't care, we're going with him. Hall of Fame was Karl Malone, which is surprising. Cap hold you. Renounce rights. I don't care about you two. But Musa, I definitely want a cap hold. We're actually going to look at the bird rights on people. Give him that deal, whatever, so he doesn't do that stupid thing. Okay, so he agreed. And we don't really have any cap space now. We have no cap space to sign any superstars, which kind of sucks. Who's eating our contracts? Salary cap table. Lamau, I forgot we have Draymond Green. Okay. Yep, let's look to trade Draymond. I don't want him on the team. Totally forgot. I'm definitely... Ooh, yep, this pick. Okay, see. I don't know why they're giving that up. This dude, actually 22 years old, is a 78 overall. Could develop nicely. Nazir Little. We'll sign this guy 4 years. We'll give him a contract. Hopefully he signs, and he does. Oh, this is very nice. Oh my god, okay, so Killian Hayes is an 87. Sadiq Bey, 82. Sekou, 82. Schroeder, I mean, everybody's up. BJ Boston's up to an 80. Didn't develop as much as I wanted him to, but his offense looks really nice. His defense did develop, actually, to where it's, like, respectable. Playmaking got a lot better. Okay, that's good. I mean, he's a shooting guard, so it doesn't really matter, but we don't really have too much playmaking on the team, it looks like. Advance to the season. Let's look at the coach game plan. I mean, this is a nice starting lineup and a deep bench. Isaiah Stewart is a backup center. That's fine. We want a 10-man lineup now. We got a lot of mans for our point guards. That's the only problem right now. And I think we can definitely get a playoff spot. Our bench is probably one of the better benches in the league. It's very deep. And then our starting lineup is just solid all around. No really super bad weaknesses. BJ Boston, hopefully, again, he progresses very nicely. Hopefully, like an 83, 84 overall after the season. Killian Hayes, hopefully, he just keeps progressing really nicely. He's only 21 and then an 87 overall, so that's actually fantastic. All right, we had a nice playoff push at the end. We were under 500 going into, like, the last month, but we went on maybe, like, an 8-9 game win streak, which was really nice, and hopefully that pushed us to, you know, that 7th, 8th seed. Stan Van Gundy coached the year at only 55 and 27. Wow. We're looking for Pistons. We got nothing anywhere. We got BJ Boston on the all-rookie first team, so that's fantastic. Looks like he did really well. He didn't really progress that much. His stat-wise, percentages look nice besides free throws. Oh my god, that's god-awful. That is a problem. That is a issue. But he was probably like a 3rd, 4th option on the team. So 11 points is fine. I guess I don't really have anything to go off of. And we didn't make the playoffs. Oh my gosh, at 43 and 39, we missed by 2 games. We were only 8 games back of the first seed, and we didn't make the playoffs. We were 26 games back last season, and we almost made the playoffs. And this year we're 8 games back and didn't make it. Wow. The East was very competitive this year. Dennis Schroeder again less at 18. Saddiq Bey progressed, 17. Killian Hayes 17. So that's really nice. Rebounds. Zubac did his thing. Assists. Killian Hayes again did his thing. The playmaking is just lacking, bro. It's just really lacking. Field goal percentages looked a lot better. 3-point percentage actually looks out of this world. And then free throw percentages. Again, right here, BJ Boston, man. Draft lottery. I don't know what we're going to have. I don't know whose draft picks we have. Oh, and we have a potential top 3 pick. We just got the first overall pick. And what was that? That was for Draymond Green. Oh my gosh. And we have the 14th pick. Let's see who we can get with the first pick. Honestly, might look to trade it at this point because we're competing at this point. Emoni Bates. Oh no, isn't he like a... Yeah, he's amazing. I think this is like the one that someone messes up on, and yeah, he has 34 badges. We're getting him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 91 overall. We're winning the finals. Maybe not the finals, but we have our new starting small forward. Oh my god, we trade Draymond Green and then with Emoni Bates at 91 overall in this draft. Let's look what else we got. We got a 75 overall shooting guard. Oh my gosh. The fact that we have this guy... What's his contract? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Decline. Retain rights. No. Rescind rights. I'm fine with that. We just need these 2 guys. Team player options. And we have all these guys. We don't need any more free agents. I don't really care. We have a 91 Emoni Bates, and he's already the best player on our team. He's 90. He's 19 years old. I could send him into the G League. Should I send him in the G League? And then next season, he'll be probably like a 99 overall already. I kind of want to do that. But anyway, Caleb Houston, 85 overall already. He's really going to hit that Karl Malone peak. Yo, do I send Caleb Houston and Emoni Bates into the G League and next year compete? I kind of want to do that. I feel like that's a guaranteed championship if I do that. Emoni Bates, you're going to the G League. I'm sorry, man. I have to do it. And we could send Caleb Houston back down. And third literally, Caleb Houston's probably going to be like a 90 overall, and Emoni Bates is probably going to be like a 99 overall. Can we say? Okay, so we can't send another guy down. So now let's see what they want. Killian Hayes, BJ Boston, Saddiq Bey, Sekou. I mean, this is still a really good lineup, guys. The team is so deep that it does not matter at all what we do at this point. And we're good to go. I'm just going to simulate the season. If we make the playoffs, we make the playoffs. If we don't, we don't. But next year, I expect us to win a championship. All right, so the team ended up winning 55 games without Emoni Bates, or I think BJ Boston was the other dude. Oh, with like two of our 3 best players were in the G League. Killian Hayes being the other one. So I think we're going to be pretty good. We definitely made the playoffs this year. All NBA teams. Killian Hayes still didn't make an all NBA team. And we don't have any defensive players. And we did end up being the first seed. That's hilarious. Not by much, of course. But it's the first seed. No one was really ridiculous. The Pelicans still crazy. Good with Zion and Brandon Ingram. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Schroeder, again, our leading scorer. Saddiq Bey. Killian Hayes, brought that double-double this year. And Sekou Doumbouya, really nice. Again, he's the only playmaker on the team still, really. I mean, Dennis Schroeder's all right. And BJ Boston. Did I not throw him in the G League? Did he? Oh, wait, I threw Caleb Houston in the G League. Okay. That made me more fine. Zubac, I mean, shooting percentages look amazing, like always. So let's see what we can do in these playoffs. Simulate the first round. And we do beat Orlando in 6. Absolutely blowing them out in the final game with almost everybody, all 10 players, almost getting 10 points. That's great. That's a crazy stat line. 3 guys getting over. That's amazing. This team's crazy good. Now we have Boston, who, what are they looking like? For the main part, they got the same team. Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum. They got Marcus Smart off the bench still. Okay. They should move Jaylen Brown to the 3 and Marcus Smart as the 2, but do what you want. We beat them in 6-2. And defensively, we did really good this game. Sekou led us at 25, then Schroeder 23 on 20 shots, so not the best for him. But Killian Hayes 18 and 12. Just a solid stat line. Now we got the Hawks here, who with Trae Young, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Okongwu, are always just ridiculous. I don't expect to get past them, but we do, and we sweep them. Oh my god, they always beat me for no reason. I don't know why, but Killian Hayes led us at 23 and 10. Oh my gosh, if he can be our future, that would be amazing, man. If he could actually become this player, I would love it, bro. We need a good point guard. Now we got the Pelicans here, who I don't know if we're beating Zion. And we beat Zion, and we actually won the finals without Emoni Bates. Oh my gosh, Killian Hayes is your finals MVP at 18, 11 and a half, and that shooting splits were amazing. We only beat him by 4 in the closeout. Zion put 44, 13, and 6 on us. But Saddiq Bey put up 26, Schroeder 20. A lot of guys just put up numbers, but we're still going to go one more year because I do want to see what happens with Bates and Caleb Houston. I would really love to see what happens. We're going to keep everything rejected, and let's see what everybody turned into. Emoni Bates, yep, 97 overall is fantastic. Killian Hayes, 90. Caleb Houston, 89. Sekou, an 80. Oh my god, this team is going to be ridiculously good. Emoni Bates, the only thing bad was his defense, really, and that improved. Perimeter defense is solid now, and inside defense isn't too bad. Offensively is amazing. Killian Hayes offensively is amazing. All these guys offensively is amazing. As far as defense, Caleb Houston's a good defender now. This guy, all these guys are solid defenders, and then, all these guys are good defenders now, too. We should have a much better defense this year. I know 2 seasons ago we had a bad defense. I don't really remember what we had last season, though. And let's see what the roster is. Killian Hayes, BJ Boston, Emoni Bates, Caleb Houston, Ibu Dianko Baji. I'm sorry if I just totally did bad right there. Sekou Doumbouya, Saddiq Bey, Dennis Schroeder, Reggie Perry, and then Zubac. Looks like we need a shooting guard for off the bench. We have Malik Beasley, actually. All right, we're going to look to get Bam Adebayo. We're giving him Malik Beasley, Reggie Perry, Keontae George. I think this is the guy we may have drafted, or 1 year ago we drafted. He's only 78 overall, so he'd just be in the G League again. I don't think we need him. I'm pretty sure we don't need him, and they agreed to that very easily. So now we have Bam in the starting lineup, and so our starting lineup's just amazing. We do need... We're going to take away your minutes. And we actually don't have a start... we just trade back both of our backup shooting guards, I just realized. So now we have to trade Zubac for a backup shooting guard. All right, and we'll be getting Jonathan Connor and Jarrett Culver. See what the game plan wants for them. This seems fine to me. Looks like our centers need a little bit more minutes. Take away a little bit of Sekou's. Give it to Bam. Again with Saddiq Bey. Take away your minutes a little bit. Give Bam 31, how about? And then this dude give a little bit more too. Our shooting guards need more minutes too. It's fine. Emoni Bates needs all of his 36 minutes, let's be real. Killian Hayes with 30. Everything looks good. This is such a good starting lineup. The bench is ridiculous too. The bench could be a starting lineup and they'd still be a playoff team, 100%. All right, so this team definitely had to be the best team. 66 and 16, absolutely disgusting. Emoni Bates, rookie of the year, 27.5, 8. I want to see if any of these guys were close to MVP. And Emoni Bates actually was 6th or 7th for MVP. He was the 6th runner up, and no one else was really close though. But that's actually amazing as a rookie. Obviously, but Dwayne Casey, coach of the year, obviously. Do we have any all NBA players? And we had Emoni Bates on the all NBA third team. Finally getting someone on there. Defensively, we had nobody. Emoni Bates, obviously rookie of the year too. First seed. There's no chance we weren't gonna not be a first seed this season. I just could not imagine it. Our team is just ridiculous. Hawks trade for Klay Thompson. Wow. Okay. Season stats. Emoni Bates, 27.5. He's a 98 overall now. He did a 99 if we did one more season, but Bam with 17, Killian Hayes at 14, but also 12 assists. Very, very fantastic. Dennis Schroeder. I mean, he's an 84 overall still. He's 31. Sekou's an 87 now. I mean, oh my gosh. Caleb Houston's at 90 overall, man. Man, he just doesn't get the ball that much. I mean, he's not a top option, which is crazy because he's our second best player. Overall-wise, at least. Rebounds, I mean, we got a lot of rebounds. Okay, Bam, do your thing. Playmaking. Okay, that's actually fantastic. Schroeder, Moni Bates, I mean, they did their things too. Field goal percentages looked really, really nice. Yeah, three-point percentages look really nice too. I don't see how we're not the best team in the league. We got Charlotte in the first round, who has LaMelo Ball still, and Michael Porter Jr. But other than them, I mean, we're better everywhere. They do have Kobe White coming off the bench, though. But teammate round, yeah, we were a lot better than them. We do sweep them. LaMelo put up 28 in the final game, but we just destroyed them. Caleb Houston getting 29. Killian Hayes getting 26 and 10. Moni Bates, 22 on 9 shots, bro. 9 shots. Imagine that. We got Washington in the second round, who still have Bradley Beal. We have Evan Mobley, DeAndre Ayton. Okay, we're a lot better than them. Simulate round, and we sweep them. Okay, and we blow them out in the final game too. Moni Bates dropping 38, 7 and 8. Dennis Schroeder with 31, 1, and 1. That's a funny stat line. Bam with 19. Killian Hayes 12 with 10 assists. Shooting not the best, but he's really here for that playmaking. He's actually done really, really well in these playoffs. 17 and 11 and a half. That's actually really good. Shooting 53% from 3. That's amazing. We got Cleveland in the conference finals, who have Isaac Okoro, Devontae Graham, Andre Drummond, and then they got Mo Bamba, Luke Kennard. I mean, we're better than them. What can I say? Simulate round. And we beat them in 7. Oh my god, I think they blew a 3-1 lead. Let's look. They're up 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Yeah. And then we just destroyed them in the last 2 games. That really would have frustrated me because we lost the first game by 1. We only won by 2, but then we lost this game by 1. And then we blew them out in the last 2 games. But Killian Hayes, 29-13. Oh my gosh. Bam Adebayo at 23. And then everybody else doing their thing. Now we got the Grizzlies. Okay. They got Ja Morant still. Dalen Johnson. Jaren Jackson Jr. is really nice. Rudy Gobert is declining. Brandon Clark, nice off the bench. I mean, we're a lot better than this team. Yet we lose in 7 to this team. Ja Morant dropped 30. Oh my gosh, man. Come on. We lost by 3. Then we lost by 7. Wait, were we down 3-0? Hold up. We lost? We lost? We were down 3-0, man. We almost got swept. And we beat them, and then we couldn't beat them in the closeout. That kind of sucks because this team was obviously really good. But you know what? This is just 2K capping. I mean, I don't see how this team loses ever to anybody ever. Who did we lose to? We lost to the Grizzlies, man. Where's that bum team? I mean, come on. We're 1,000 times better than that team. That's ridiculous. 2K's cap. But we did win the finals with a significantly worse team, by the way. I'm just really upset that the Pistons organization has been trashed for so long. That it took them so long to figure out a direction. And honestly, this is probably exactly what they're going to have to do. You're going to have to tank for a few seasons. Actually get real building blocks. I mean, you don't have to tank if you know how to draft. Like a team like the Nuggets consistently hit their draft picks. Consistently can compete. Guys like us, you can if you can't scout at all. But yeah, 2K kind of helps with that because, you know, you just send a guy in the G League and he develops into a superstar. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next rebuild. Peace.